about Emirates Club. Okay, they said they're having a Christmas hangout and having a wonderful president by name who decided to add up a brief training to spice up their hangouts. And this training is about work culture, business communication, and work-life balance to help our businessmen understand why they need to take some steps, even while enjoying with their families, while doing their businesses. They need to also relax. So it's been a worthwhile experience, and I'm sure each and every one of them really enjoyed it.
And so, how do you think it will help them grow in their respective businesses?
Okay, of course, it will, because even during the training section, they were asking questions, and in the business communication aspect, they were made to understand some aspects or principles they need to apply in their businesses, especially when dealing with their staff, and their staff generally. And I believe they are going to really enjoy it. It's going to make positive impact and add value to their businesses.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
What's your name again?
Obianuju Enwelu.
Obianuju Enwelu.
Obianuju Ako.
Obianuju Ako.
Yes.
Thank you. God bless.
Affect the communication process and the cultural differences. Now, culture here could be ethnic, it could be workplace culture. Now, the way you run your business will be different from the way another person runs his or her business. The culture in a particular work environment can be different from the culture in another work environment. I have a particular friend that anytime he comes to the office and I'm passing instructions to my staff and the person tells him, calls back the staff and says, that's not the way to take messages from your boss. Now, what's your business? The way you do it in your office is different from the way we do it here. One day the guy came and saw the top my staff wore and dragged the top and said, you shouldn't be wearing things like this to the office. Now, that is, my work environment is different from your work environment, okay? Culture. So you know that when we don't take into cognizance the culture of people when we communicate, we run into problem. Okay, we run into problem. Okay, the next one is tone. Okay, I also learned this growing up. My parents would tell me, it's not what you said, it was how you said it. Okay, so sometimes a wife complains, not because you actually said something wrong, it was the tone. Or a husband complains, it wasn't because of what the wife said, it was the tone. Okay, because our tone can give layers of meaning to a word different from what you intended. Okay, so the tone is very important. A customer comes to complain and a staff member tells the person, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Now, which tone did the person use? The tone can be disrespectful and the tone can be respectful. Okay, so tone is very important. Then mood is critical. Now, we have to watch the mood of people. Sometimes, as a boss, that's not too much of a problem. Whether your staff are in good mood or not, you are the yoga anyway. But when you are the one, maybe in a business environment, you are pursuing a deal, you need to watch the mood of the person you want to get the deal from. Okay, because mood is very important. And some people have not developed their emotional intelligence to the point where they can manage their mood to the point that it does not affect the outcome of communication. So sometimes you have to be sensitive to the mood of people when you send your messages. And the last one, the non-verbal signals or body language. Very important. Some research show, but I don't totally agree with it, that 70% of the actual communication is made up of the body language and not the words we actually use. Okay? Okay, I really don't agree because I feel the body language is. Okay, I can't remember the person. I think it was Emerson that says, who you are, shout so loud that I can't hear what you are saying. Meaning the message you are projecting is loud. You are telling me I will support you. But the body language is telling me you are not supporting me. Okay, do we understand? You tell me I'm with you, but I can tell from your body language that you are not with me. You tell me you are interested in the idea, but the body language tells me you are not interested. So we need to manage our body language well, especially in high-stake communication situations, especially in business situations, so that what we are saying with our words can sync with what our body is communicating. All right, that would involve the way you use your eyes, the way you sit, the way you walk, all right, everything that has to do with non-verbal communication. All right, before I get into the corporate culture, or your comments, anyone, contributions, comments?
Many times, some bosses,
Yes, please.
when they want to dish out instructions to subordinates,
Yes.
they maybe look, maybe the way the boss actually handles people, the subordinate won't have the mind to say, sir, sorry, what did you just say?
I totally agree with you.
Like, how you just take that message like that and go out to the extent of telling probably your colleagues
Or someone who had worked longer with the person to say, please, what does organ mean? I don't understand what organ means.
So I think most of us too should just look at how most of the time it's not like these people are not, or they don't want to understand, but they are text already coming to you to get that instruction from you. So at the end of the communication, you might have done a perfect, you have done a
perfect job of passing the message across.
But because of that state, the
state of mind, the person was, yeah.
If I can just, the way he leaves, coming back will be a problem. So at that point, he'll just go and try his luck.
I hope this is what Oga means.
You just go and try your luck. I hope. You say, whichever, if I go to him, he will shout at me.
If I try my luck,
I come and so let me do one.
All right.
So
I agree with you. That's why we looked at that case study, not just from the angle of the receiver, but from the angle of the sender. Because I know that majorly you'll be sending messages. I told you, you can actually train your subordinates. You can train your subordinates. I told you a major element of communication is being sensitive to the mood of the person you're communicating with, either as sender or as a receiver. Now, I told you, I helped my situation when I worked with that man years ago. Now, I didn't like the way he was shouting at the people, and I didn't want to be at the receiving end of that shout, so I helped my situation. But the man could have also helped us by telling us, don't just come to my office to take instructions without a paper or a jotter or a pen. He could have helped us, but he didn't do that. Fortunately, I had just read a book or something where I saw a quotation that says, the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory. So I decided to put that into practice. So every time I go to the man, I just take my jotter, I take my pen, and I still do that till date. Even when I communicate with my clients. My clients call me to give me important messages or information about something they want me to do. I tell them, could you just hold on a second? Let me get my jotter and a pen. First of all, what am I doing to the person? I'm communicating respect, that I value you so much that I want to capture your message properly. Now that helps to, cement the relationship. It helps to make the person just say, this Esther is a good woman. Let me keep giving her training business. All right? Now, for my boss, we never had issues until I left that place. Not one day did I have, but he kept sharp, and the other people were not observant to see what I was doing differently. They didn't, so he kept shouting at them. So what we can do as bosses is to teach our people how to be better receivers of messages. Could you just get a jotter and a pen to take down the message? The person will get. You are actually training the person. You're training. Those are informal ways of training our staff members.
The client comes in.
Yes.
He walks into the showroom or the office.
Yeah.
And your staff was there, maybe doing something, maybe pressing his phone.
Yeah.
Or thereabouts.
Mm.
And then you ask your worker,
Yeah. Didn't you see this person?
Let me finish it. Didn't you see that person that was going inside? And the person and the worker now responded, went inside, and now met the person, greeted him and asked him, what do you want? What do you want, sir? And the person says he wants to buy to market, and he attended to him. What did the worker use?
What did the worker use?
The staff. Is it common sense?
The question is not clear, but I would hazard a guess. So let me hope that I get it right. I would first a person walks past your staff who is at the front desk,
Yes,
and the person was engrossed with her phone or his phone, and later you had to go to the.
I'm busy. I can't.
You can't even attend
the
to.
The customer was alone.
Yes.
Going inside.
Yeah. Now, I just stopped the lady who was working with me Tuesday, last day of November, because of this challenge. All the lady does in the office is chat on the phone. I don't know what she's chatting. That's all she does on the phone. You come into the office and you walk to your own office. She won't make any attempt to get up, to even tell you welcome. Sometimes she won't remember to tell you welcome. And if she remembers, she just lifts her head, tells you welcome, she goes back. And you call her, she's on the phone, she won't hear you. You have to go to her office before she will come. So I felt if I leave this lady, I would quarrel with her. It wasn't necessary. So I called her, and I didn't tell her that was the reason, because I didn't want to get into too much argument. So I told her, as you can see, most of my training activities are outside of the office. So I really don't need you at the moment. If I ever need you, I'll call you back. I wouldn't need her again. I will not need her. So I think that would not be common sense. In fact, that is, first of all, a customer works past without her getting up to attend to him, is first of all a sign that your organization, your business, does not place premium on customer service. That's just a sign. So whether she later makes up or not, first impression was wrong.
But I'm not, like now, the master was the person that instructed him. Didn't you?
Oh,
is it a message? Did the master send him a message?
No, it was actually a message. It's a message. It's a message. It's a message.
Is the message very clear?
No, the message is clear. It's clear. Very clear.
That message is very clear. Is the message complete? You know, he said
it's not complete.
Didn't you
no.
see?
And the person,
didn't you see
and
the
staff
customer?
used his common sense.
And the guy stood up and
common
went
sense.
to
Well, that's what you do then.
In that situation,
to go and attend to that customer, ask her if she wants anything. Please do sell it to her.
No,
but she used her common sense to go and ask her.
But that was what she was
It's her job. It's her job. But at that point, she's not doing the job right, at that right time.
For sure, you know, if at that point when you told her, didn't you see the customer, and she said, what do I do with the customer?
You will slap her and chase her out of the office.
No, that is what you. That's
the appropriate thing. Now, okay, there is something
of the other from telling her to go and attend to that customer and know what she wants.
Now, okay, let me tell you.
So
let me just say this. There's something called situational communication. Do you understand? There's something called situational communication. In that situation, if you started to tell her, didn't you see the customer, and she looks at you in confusion, what would you do? You can tell her, get out of my office. Why the customer is there, which is another wrong impression. You are compounding the situation. So what you did there was the ideal situation, was the ideal thing. What you could have done after that, when the customer left, if you don't have an HR person who can correct her, you call her into your office and correct her. But in that situation, it's not appropriate to start correcting her. It wasn't complete, but the job was done. In fact,
Is it not common sense?
no, that your message was laden with a lot of meaning. Did you see the customer? It has heavy meaning. Meaning, why are you here if you don't attend to people when they walk in? That message was more than complete.
The common sense will say you are talking
about the message you're giving.
common sense doesn't mean you walk in this.
No, this one is not even common sense.
She's already.
But this is not common sense.
It's just an error.
Before you employ.
When you're talking about corporate culture, you're just simply talking about the behavior, the attitude, the way that as a boss or as the senior management people interact with staff members and external people. So simply, just like our ethnic culture. Now, the first time I came to Lagos and I saw the way my friends prostrated to greet their parents, I was shocked. Where I was coming from. You wake up in the morning, you walk past and say, good morning. In fact, you don't add sir, you don't add ma. Okay, I was shocked. You mean you prostrate to greet father, mother? No, that was alien to me. So that has conditioned me in being very observant when I go to new business environment. You observe the culture. Now, the culture is determined by the leader. If the leader does not take the initiative to establish the appropriate culture that he or she wants, now, other factors will determine the culture, and you might not like what you have. All right. Having the right culture can help staff motivation, help staff engagement. It will help to reduce staff leaving your organization. Okay. One major challenge that some businesses have that don't have appropriate culture is people don't work there for long. They just get tired and they leave. But when you have the right culture where there is a lot of emphasis on staff engagement, staff motivation, people work there for a longer period. Another challenge for not having a healthy corporate culture is people just work there for the sake of collecting salary. They don't add value to the business. And you will know that is a reflection of our society right now. People just want to work in businesses and just collect salary without giving attention to how the money is coming. Okay, it's a big problem. So as leaders of businesses, we have to be sure that we create the right culture where people are motivated, where people are fully engaged. I'll just, so you can read the slides. Let me just quickly share with you. Determine which kind of culture that you want to establish in your business. For small businesses, you want to go with the clan culture. All right. For tech, if you're involved in a tech company, in the tech sector, you probably want to go with the advocacy culture, where there is a lot of emphasis on innovation or coming up with new products, new things. If you are involved in the banking sector, in financial institution, you probably want to look at the market culture. There's a lot of competition in that kind of work environment. Emphasis is on producing results. Emphasis is on meeting targets. Emphasis is on the business becoming a leader in their sector, in their space. Then the hierarchy culture. Most government agencies and the military operate the hierarchy structure. And now, the hierarchy structure might not be too appropriate for small or medium-scale businesses because it's too rigid, it's not flexible, all right? Staff do not have easy access to business owners or senior management people, very rigid, okay? Emphasis in that kind of structure. Culture rather is on maintaining the status quo. Okay, you don't want to have that kind of culture. So probably we'll be looking at those other 3 options. Now, let's quickly look at the principles for establishing corporate culture. So you want to establish a corporate culture, have set values, set systems, ways of doing things that staff members align with in their interactions internally and externally. These are some of the things we need to put into practice. The first one is a strong culture begins at the top. You are the leader of the business. You determine the culture you have. If you don't take the initiative, you don't take the responsibility, other factors will shape your culture, and you might not be comfortable with the kind of structure that a culture that is created without your input. Okay, so take the initiative, communicate your vision, your mission with your people, have set goals, set objectives. How do you want interactions to be in your work environment? Teach it to your people. Have an informal learning system where you can pass it to them. Next one is to serve. You don't want to have that kind of culture where a customer walks in and front office person does not respond immediately. You don't want to have that kind of culture. So you have to take the initiative to establish the kind of culture you want when it comes to customer interaction. All right, then you treat all employees equally. A major problem we have, I don't know if it's Africa, but I'll say in Nigeria, is nepotism, where we engage people based on relationship. Okay, and that can really affect the motivation of other people within the organization. So treat everybody equally. Okay, if you must treat family members specially, or friends, or relatives of friends specially, let it not be in the presence of other staff members, because they will lose motivation. So your interaction with every staff members must be based on the foundation of respect. It enhances engagement and motivation. The morale of your staff will be high when you treat everybody equally. Now, some people will be high performing. They will achieve targets, okay, more than others. Yes, you can create a culture where that is recognized. So they know it is not based on favoritism, but it's based on performance, okay? But let it not be that. Okay, no, when a worker is productive, then yes, the person should be recognized for his or her productivity.
Show some interest towards that person because the person is more productive.
And that has to be managed. It has. If you're going to recognize someone for productivity or performance, let that be part of your culture. Okay? That if a person, yeah, this is the standard. If a person achieves so and so, this is what will be done for the person. Maybe quarterly. In fact, it is part of your culture. It's part of your culture, so that when you do it, other people don't feel. That. Yeah. Yes.
But sometimes you discover that one of your staff is more proactive, more intelligent, and tends towards unknowingly. You just every time you like.
You just call that person. Yes. I agree with you.
What you say is
we have extra 1 minute after I run through the two. All right. So the third is hiring decisions should be based on competence, what people can add. Now, you know, when hiring decision is really based on competence, you won't have too much of that kind of problem. All right? When people are hired based on competence, based on how the value they can add to the business. Okay? So hiring decisions shouldn't be based on the person is from my hometown, the person is a sister to one of my friends. It should be based on competence and what the person can add to the business. All right, last one is two-way communication. Okay, the staff members, bosses, superiors must learn to engage in two-way communication with their people. In fact, Involve them sometimes when you're trying to resolve certain issues or in the process of achieving a particular target. I'm not saying if you have a business idea that you don't want to let out, you should reveal to them, but sometimes there could be issues. Maybe you're not achieving your targets. Now, ask for their input. What do you think are the ways we can achieve this target? When you do that, they are more engaged, they are more motivated. Okay, and we need staff members who are very engaged in today's workplace. Several other things regarding corporate culture, but before we draw the curtain, so I will draw the curtain at this point. All right, again, I will get your email addresses and I'll forward the slides to you. Okay, I'll give you my number in case you want to clarify certain things we talked about, or maybe you go through the slides and there are some things we didn't talk about and you would like to clarify. It will be a pleasure to do that. Hottest line is 0909.
All had training, and I should have introduced them earlier on. Due to the time and our own time, we didn't get here on time, and they were already running late because of other activities they have. Please, what we just did now is part of our program, and as a club, we sincerely notice the problem which another one of us are having in our businesses. And to achieve that, one of our vision and mission as a club, not only having a fitness, is also training our minds to work in an environment that will to grow up our businesses in the sense that this kind of things is what we go to pay a lot of money, go to business schools to learn. But for being a member of Emirates Kings Club, we are having it today at the platter of gold. So we thank the speaker and the organizers of this event. Please, there is a flyer at the tables. That's their contact. If you want them to help you manage their staffs, we are almost all of us are CEOs. To recruit workers, make verifications, guidelines, trainings like this, please kindly contact them. Their phone numbers are on the flyers. And once again, I sincerely appreciate the work and the short notice. Please pardon us. It's one of the things we learned today. Because I'm actually a defaulter of all the days we trained. The notice came as a very short notice, and you responded quickly. So I appreciate that. So once again, we thank everybody, and from here they can leave so we can be able to continue ourselves as a club. So our wives here, please. The reason we want to be able to be involved in this is the ones we cannot be able to implement. You help us to remind us this is what you people are learning in this facility. So please, we appreciate you people, and I promise to make this year's goal to be different from what we have in other years. So by God's special grace, we all get it. Emirates. Yes. So thank you very much again, and God bless you all.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, good afternoon.
May we know your name?
Esther Omodiagbe. Esther Omodiagbe.
Thank you. Please, can you tell us about the seminar we just had?
Oh, it was an amazing seminar. We got the invitation 2 days ago to come handle the training session for Emirates Club, and we are really excited that businessmen are so open to learning. It means that we are having a generation of business owners who would not just run businesses for the sake of making money, but actually run business with the right knowledge, with the right skills to achieve results and impact positively on the people they work with.
Okay, they have different businesses. Yes, so will it impact their different businesses or special
Just
sector?
an aspect of their businesses?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think it can affect all the businesses they run, or affect every aspect of the businesses they run. Learning is not in isolation. Whatever we learn can be applied to not just our businesses, even to our personal lives and our social relationships. So I believe the knowledge we shared today can impact different areas of the lives of everyone that was in the seminar.
We believe that by this time next year, there will be
a positive
change in their businesses.
That is my hope. Anytime I have opportunity to share knowledge, my hope is the learning shouldn't end there. The learning should impact their businesses, impact their lives, so that we will see the results and see the impact of the training.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're expecting to see you next year.
I look forward to it.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you tell us your name?
Oh, my name is Blessing Okoli. I am the lead consultant of Frequency Resources. We are a human resource consulting agency. We do recruitment and staff management and documentation, etc. Everything that has to do with human resource consulting, yes.
Okay. What was the impact, or what will be the impact of this seminar on the
Oh yes,
Emirates?
The seminar has been really educative. In fact, it is a knowledge-packed event, and just like the 3 courses that were run today, it is actually a course that 3 courses that is actually appealing to business owners and a lot of individuals, not even only business owners. So we pray and would hope that after the event, they don't just let everything waste here. I would like them to take something away and apply what they have learned to both their personal lives and their businesses. And if they do so, guaranteed there is going to be they're going to see a wonderful change, a very positive change in their businesses. Yes.
All right, thank you. So we're expecting a positive change by next year.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
when you see husband and wife involved in business, like examples, if you go with the wife of our member, is an name of the wife. When you see them, so and I you are not involved. Let them be involved.
Love is not enough, baby. Come to me, Molo. Love me or you hate me, know me. No mess with me, Mologo. NSC 250, Kumaloni Titi. Giuseppe's are naughty, in a Maserati. Hey, baby, easy. Fine boy like you, easy. You won't kiss somebody, follow sweet melody. Mama Leo, Ojo Molan Shaye, Lucky Leo, Molo Timo Feno. Me, I just want to be Me, I just want to be Me, I just want to be
For this party, let's get naughty. Can't call mommy, can't call daddy. Vision blurry, words are sorry. What's in my bow? The sky is falling. Wake up and jump start. I go chop you like yeah. Come be my organ.
Odo anya na ogunwa bụ onye isi ndị Emirates Kings. Biko kọwakenela anyị maka otu a.
Emirates Kings wo otu ụmụnne otu n'afọ. Basically, I know it's a fitness club and social club as well. So I do nemekọrịta nwanne na nwanne na amasị. So obule awese ka chukawanya wood. Obule ebe na nwanne na nwanne ya no bu egwu paleta nkata. Mekọrịta ụdị ife dịgasị anya anyị na-emekute nwụrụ maybe on our own personal lives.
N'ụbọchị nke tata o doro anya na unu melụ mgbakọ n'ụbọchị nke tata mgbakọ ife azụmahịa enwe ike ịkọwara anyị maka ya bụ mgbakọ unu mere.
Ihe mere today bụ ihe a na-akpọ nkuzi maka etu anyị esi wee na-achịkọta biznes anyị. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị bụ young business people that owns companies and their various businesses. So ihe anyị chịkọpụtara today bụ usoro anyị ga-esi wee bụrụ ọpụrụ iche n'ife ndị ọzọ na-eme, you know, by case we now manage management of corporate life and business life. You know, how to manage workers, how to manage customers, how to treat fellow business people as well. Because I mal that na obo that na emuta odenka I muta now. Oge nyaka ime idiche obodo na ebe na-azụ afịa ma ebe na-arụ ọrụ ma ebe ndị nwe industries, you can be able to manage your staffs and customers. So otu aya bụrụ sọsọ otu ka ilie nwa ọkwa otu na-awa ọnakata aya achịkọnata emume dị etu a ka wee na-enye aka wee na-akụzi kasị anyị ụdị ife ndị anyị kwesịgasị ịmụta. Knowing as much as we are all men, we have business school, so we organize as well. ụdị ọgbakọ ka e wee nwee ike fụ na ọ na-aga n'ihu.
Daalụ. Dịka otu unu si wee dị, ọ nwekwa ndị ọ ga na-agụ agụ ịbata ya bụ otu. Kedu ife ọ na-eli wee bata ya?
Otu anyị abụrụ otu anyị agasị gị ịchọ ịbata n'igwe ebute n'igwe n'ụwa. Ife nwanne ka anyị na-eme, and ọ bụrụ ife anyị aga, ọ bụrụ ife na-agbaji aka nke nnukwu. The most important thing wụ irukwalụ dịkwa nwa ịbata n'otu a, nwekwara ezigbote agwa, nwekwa mmekọrịta mmadụ na ibi ya ọfụma. Ọ bụrụ matara ọfụma ego abụrụ ife niile, do na ọ nwee obele ife ọ ga-eli, uche na ọ bụrụ na onye dị interested ọ bịakwutezie office dị in charge bụ the screening committee or the secretary of the club, enwee ike kụzi kọwalị ya ife onye idili, mana ọ bụrụ ife gbajiri aka otu anyị chịkọtara ọfụ. And we have young business people, like minds people, ndị obi fade salisa, ndị nwere olileanya na echi niile na ha na-aga to a greater height, so onyanwa.
Daalụ. Na nchịkọta ya, kedu ihe anyị na-atụ anya ịfụ n'abalị nke taata?
Nya bụ ka anyị bidoro today ude 2 anyị emego nke ụtụtụ mee nke efife, so nke nchịkọta abalị a ga-abụzi na ilu na anyị abidokwa n'ebe ha kwụsịrị na onye ha bịa ka anyị na ọnwa anyị ọlụ. Anyị alụgo ọlụ from January to December, asị ka anyị nọlụ ekerekwenu Chukwu na o duru anyị chebe anyị na onwere ofe onye otu anyị gbajiri aka ma onye otu anyị achọrọ achọ, so it's a thing of joy. So na mgbede a anyị ejekwa ịkpọrọ ndị nwunye anyị dịka anyị si wee kpọrọ fa wee bịa, so wee jee nwekwa ha ṅụrị, continue kwa the merriment. Ihe anyị bịara bụ inodo nwa anyị na-asụ na onye lụọ olie, so na mgbede a na ọ ya bụ continuation of ihe anyị sikwa na ya pụta nyaa. Anyị amụsigo akwụkwọ nke anyị kwesịrị ịmụ, mechaa ihe ndị nke anyị kwesịrị ime, so ọzi ka anyị wee ejekwazi ya continue kwazi ya ịnọkwa nwee aṅụrị na imekọrịtakwa ife nwanne na nwanne dịka anyị si wee na-eme na mbụ.
Daalụ. Ya gazie. Ọ ga-adịrị unu mma. One love.
Saturdays has never been this wonderful tonight. Trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, Jive Band coming your way tonight. Every Saturday we're keeping a lockdown. And tonight is another beautiful Saturday. Welcome to Bae Lounge in the heart of Lagos tonight. Please, wherever you're seated, as long as you came here to spend good money, please enjoy yourself, have fun. Please, if you came here with your worries, feel free to call one of the bouncers and give them your worries. When you're leaving, you pick them by the gate. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, happiness lives here. I present to you one of the finest band Lagos has ever produced. Ladies and gentlemen, Jive Entertainment Band. My name is EJ of Lagos. Whatever you're celebrating tonight, we have you covered. Enjoy yourself. Please, announcement. If you're eating, please eat what you know. Do not order what your friend is ordering. Let's have some good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bae Lounge, Jive Entertainment Band. We're ready tonight to keep you locked down. First of all, I want to say, I hope you know there's a thin line between I will get back to you and you will hear from me. My brother, when they tell you, we'll get back, what's happening here? What's happening here? I want to know. What's happening here? Can somebody tell me what's happening here? Oh, brother, seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the right place to be to have a celebration done. So please, tonight, we want to have you locked down tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're having ourselves all together for you guys tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So feel free, we have you all. We got you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you're celebrating tonight, when the time comes, Jive Band will be doing justice to your celebrations tonight, back to back. Please have fun. Make sure you're having fun. It's important you're having fun. Research says the more money you spend more tonight, so you can have the maximum entertainment and happiness to the fullest tonight. So let's do less talks and more of the actions tonight. Welcome to Bae Lounge, the Jive Entertainment Band getting set to thrill you tonight. But please, let's have fun tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Have fun. If you came here with your landlord, please talk to him. I know most of us here are landlords. Will understand. But I like the way you're enjoying the show. You never start. See the way you spread. Entertainment band. Ladies and gentlemen, Jive Band. If you're clapping, you can do better. What is next to go on?
First, let me say to you, I cannot wait to see you. You are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much I really need you? And I pray for the day when I can finally kiss you. You know, say every day I pray for you. Oh, in my heart, so there's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart still is like baby, now you want to choose all your I sing for you when I'm in line. Baby, now you want to choose all your but tell me, say I may not give the world to you, but I'll give you what I have. Oh, baby, you are my angel. But you really fair me, Trippy, you know, say every day I pray for you. Oh, in my heart, so there's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart didn't feel like baby, now you wear shoes on. I sing for you when I feel like baby, now you wear shoes on. Only for you when I feel like I sing for you, my baby, oh, your baby, that's how much it be like.
gentlemen, jump and see me, man. Trust it.
My blessings fall down, favor fall down, goodness and mercies follow every day, everything when I touch, but it's a life, everything when I want. J'ai la poche, yo, now we get down more. In and out, you don't mind them. If I'm bad, I'm where you find them. I won't come, yo.
If you're enjoying the band, put those hands together for the band. Put those hands together for the band. Emirates Kings Club, what's happening? Emirates Kings Club, what's happening? Emirates Kings Club. Oh yeah. Alright, please announcement, please. If you know you're dropping here with a car, whose plate number is LSD 513.
Running to you. I've been running to you, running, yeah. Anytime that I'm out of control, you Shakara for me. Yeah. Roba. I will be your Romeo. You gon' be my Julie. Say, Roba. You gon' be my Julie. What was it? Give me Ghana, which Ghana is this? Giving you me. What am I looking for? Say my God, He don't bless me, oh. He giving me you, giving you me. What was it given to Joshua, son? What was it given to Joshua? I believe you don't say you don't love me. I do go. Whatever your name, Shakara for me, yeah. Say, Roba, yeah. You gon' be my Julie. Roba, I will be your Romeo. You gon' be my Julie.
Yeah. Give me a love and go run now. I'm here to go use you. Anywhere you are, go follow it. Follow you. Wait. Me and you. Oh, come on and give my baby. Me and you. Oh, come on and give my baby. Oh, was it given like just yourself? Oh, was it given like just yourself? My baby, you don't say you will not believe. I just go. Shakara for me, I will be your Romeo, you gon' be my Julie. I will be your Romeo, you gon' be my Julie. Let's go. Okay, now we don't go. Finally. Oh yeah.
I can feel your sexual. When you wiggle that way, you must be I can tell you that the action is about to get down. Baby, you pull over. We are If you know you love this man, put Hindi Bakwena. Let's go to the eastern part tonight. It's okay. It's alright. Say.
I cannot shake it. Nah.
They call you for here now. They call you for here.
I don't tire.
They call you for here. See. Because they sing the song for only yourself.
Oh yeah, now stand up and shake your uku. Drop the key. Drop the key. Bring it up. Key. Okay, are you ready? One. Show yourself. Put that one. Thank you. Okay, lead the way. Gifts, come up for road. Same. did.